After Johnny sees several Spider-Man shirts selling out while all of his are being thrown away, he finally gets fed up with Peter and tired of seeing Spider-Man's face everywhere. He goes to Reed's lab and says they need to fix their public image. Reed gives him an acne cure, thinking it might help, but when Franklin walks in wearing a Spider-Man shirt, Johnny gets even more irritated and decides to call Peter for a talk. At the Statue of Liberty, Johnny explains that ever since their last fight with Dr. Doom, people have started calling the Fantastic Four traitors, and since Spider-Man is used to being the most hated hero in New York, Johnny asks him how to live life as a complete loser. Peter is stunned, realizing Johnny called him just to ask that. Right as Peter is about to strangle him, national security officers show up and order them to leave the statue. Johnny then flies Peter home, and Spider-Man agrees to give him advice. They decide to meet at a water park the next day. When they meet, Peter arrives in disguise. After leading Johnny through a crowd, Peter starts shouting his name loudly, trying to teach him how to deal with public criticism. As planned, people rush over and start yelling at Johnny for being a terrible hero. But then Peter's spider sense activates, and Hydro Man appears to attack. The water park floods fast, and Spider-Man tries to rescue civilians while Johnny struggles with his soaked costume. Hydro Man then hits them with a massive wave, which sends Johnny flying right into a shallow pool and knocks all his clothes off. To prevent panic and Johnny becoming even more infamous, Peter quickly makes a swimsuit out of webbing, but it instantly dissolves, leaving Johnny to ignite in embarrassment. From that point on, everything goes wrong for him. During the fight, Johnny runs into the women's restroom by accident while still naked, gets beaten up, and is reported on the news as a creep. Meanwhile, Ben watches everything on TV, laughing and saying his day could not possibly get better. Later, Peter manages to defeat Hydro Man, and everyone cheers Spider-Man while mocking Johnny for being useless. But then a little girl falls and screams for help, and Peter tells Johnny to step in. Johnny runs, saves her, and everyone cheers him as the real hero, while now calling Spider-Man the useless one. Peter says his fame was nice while it lasted and starts to leave. When Johnny asks if Peter's web fluid didn't run out, Peter remembers and asks Johnny for a ride. On the flight home, Johnny thanks Peter for helping him. Peter says it was no problem, while we see that his web fluid never ran out at all, and he also quietly stole Johnny's wallet and half the water park flags on the way out.